Hello and welcome to episode 61 of series 2 of Become a Legend Story Mode. So those of you who watched the last episode will know I floated the idea of doing a highlights package of some of the less important games in each episode and then playing the big ones. And well, thanks to all of you who made your way over to Patreon for the free vote. And yeah, it was unanimous. Everyone wants to see, or doesn't want to see, to be more precise, the shit games, the boring games, and we're not going to play them. Not going to play them. So before this episode, I went and played the game before today's episode's first game, which is Rome. But yeah, we played Stoke in the Premier League, and there should be the highlights playing now behind you. I need to work out how this is going to work, basically. This is the first one. But we won 4-1. Gabby grabbed a goal, an assist, and man of the match. And that means that we stay 9 points behind United, 6 points off Arsenal. We've just moved above Chelsea, though, into third place, still in the Champions League spot. Still a long way to go in the league, and still Man United to play, but that's a real outside bet to win that one. But as I said, we did beat Stoke pretty handily. And just taking a look at the schedule, so in terms of what we're going to skip, it's not always going to work perfectly. As an example, what we probably would have done here when we played the first leg against Rome, then before recording the next episode, I would have probably played the West Ham game, the Sunderland game, and the Stoke game, and then given you a roundup of that, and then come into this one and played the Rome game. But what I won't be able to do is miss out one of the games between two of the important games. This is getting very complicated now. But basically, if I didn't want to play the Everton game, that's not going to work because I record this all in one session. I only have limited amount of time to record this. So I couldn't record the Roma game, then play this one, then play the Liverpool game all at the same time. So that's about as clear as fucking mud, isn't it? Anyway, we know what we're doing now. Second leg, Champions League. Let's go. So sides for the day, and it is Lacazette who we're playing with. Interesting. He's on an upward arrow. Gabby's on an upward arrow as well. He played well in the last game against Stoke. Good performance all round. It's a strong side. It's a side I quite like. I'd probably swap out Toure and Silva, bring in Fernandinho, but Sterling and Sané on the wings, that's pretty good. Mangala in defence, that's suspect. As we know, we're a goal behind. And as we are inviting Roma to Manchester for this second leg, a goal from Roma would pretty much kill the tie-off. As good as kill it off. But, you know, if we get an early goal, then I think we can go on and win this. So here we are. It's an absolute crunch game today for Manchester City. I would say the success of their season really rests on this. I don't want to say we're out of the league, but 9 points behind United at this point. A really strong United side. It's hard to imagine that we're going to claw that back. Even though we've got them to play again, they brushed us aside so easily when we played them. But yeah, Champions League, we've not made it easy for ourselves. We had chances in the away leg, but now at home we can afford no slip-ups. And Gabby, who's starting to feel his way back into a bit of form, he needs to be on target today. He needs to put everything away. Come on! Nice ball from Gabby there, out to Yaya Toure. Only got Lacazette to look for. Puts a flat ball into the box. Florenzi gets across. Gabby closing down, just can't quite get there. Nainggolan sneaks in ahead of him. I think we're going to try and play more as a number 10 today. I don't think the 1-2 with Lacazette's definitely going to work, but I think if we can get the ball drive forward and slip in Lacazette, that's where he's most deadly. So yeah, just try and get involved and play a bit more. Oh, Gabby. Nice touch. And now Sterling's through. Gabby busting along to get in on goal as well. Raheem Sterling! Yes! Sterling work there. And it was Gabby's interception that kick-started that move. And that is the first goal that we needed. We needed to get off to a good start here in front of the fans. And yeah, well, it's the 12th man, I'm sure, that's helped towards this one. And there they are. The team celebrating there with the Etihad faithful. Let's take another look at that. Gabby just aware. Just aware it was a simple ball, actually. Easy to cut out, straight at him. Sterling goes through on goal. Gabby knew not to call for that one. Wasn't in a good position. That's something I've really had to learn, actually, playing Become a Legend. Is a lot of the time, just don't call for it. Don't call for it. Sometimes you don't call for it and they'll pick you out. And that's good. But in that situation, if we had called for it, he probably would have passed it. We almost certainly wouldn't have scored. Come on, we can do this. Florenzi now. Roma looking to strike back. Sané does well. And now Gabby can turn, and a bit of space has opened up ahead of him. Can slip it wide to Lacazette. He's there with Fazio. Sané now pokes it over the top into Lacazette. Short ball. Oh, that was meant to be to Lacazette. But now we've found us again. Gabby turns. Oh, inside of Fazio. The right foot finish! Oh, my word! Oh, my word! I thought I'd messed it up. But incredible footwork from Gabby. Both the strikers today on green arrows. And Gabby showing it there. Great work. Into play. That had a bit of everything. Short passing. That pass there was meant to be to Lacazette, but Sane found us in the box. Lovely turn away from one, and then the cut back inside. Then the finish, low and hard on his weaker foot, beating the keeper low down to his right-hand side. It was unorthodox build-up, but that ball from Sane was excellent to miss out Lacazette. Lovely turn here, away from the number 5. Back inside another defender, and then slots it through the eye of a needle. Come on, City! Perez now. Blocked. Pellegrini will put a ball in. Defrel unmarked. That is an awful header. Thank God. A goal now for Roma would be absolutely critical. We cannot allow him back in. We need to get a third. Roma defending very deep, which is playing into Gabby's hands as he looks to drop a bit deeper to pick the ball up. Ball into Lacazette here. Can he hold it up? Gabby's made a good run. Sane knocks it onto him. Just couldn't quite get it to him. Oh, Sharawi now into Defrel. Lets it run. Mangala can deal with this. Don't do anything stupid. Christ, has he got a mistake in him? Luckily, that's a goal kick. Nice 1-2 there. Let's keep it moving. Touré, Lacazette. The back heel is beautiful. Gabby can't get it out of his feet, but it will fall to him off the post. Oh, what a goal that would have been. What a goal it would have been if we'd scored it first time. Manchester City starting to pass it around, play some of the football that we expected coming to a City side under Guardiola. Unfortunately, that's been all too rare, and Gabby just couldn't quite get it out of his feet there and finish it off. The second chance off the post. We're looking good. Can we make this one safe now with a third? Gabby putting in the miles today. He's tracking back. And there he is on the ball again. Great work. He's there when needed. This first half nearly up. Gabby's run himself into the ground. Could we have another chance at a break here? One final chance for an attack. Gabby lays it into Lacazette. Back to David Silva. Lacazette chips it in looking for Gabby. Fazio's across. Gabby doing everything he could to try and win that. But that is half-time here at the Etihad. And rapturous applause from the Manchester City faithful. It's exactly the start we needed. 2 goals in the first half. Brings us back ahead on aggregate. Obviously, Roma have got that tricky away goal that we need to be aware of. But Gabby's looking good. Only problem at the moment might be his fatigue. He's been getting back. He's been defending. He's been all over the pitch. This means a hell of a lot to this side today. They've started to play some really good football. Can we just make things certain in this second half? Roma coming out strong here. It's Perez, cuts back inside. Finds Florenzi. Inside of Leroy Sané. Danger here. Florenzi given way too much time. Nainggolan. Back to Florenzi. Schick will turn. Oh! And that is some save. And we really needed that as well. Corner here for Roma. Gabby will look to get on this one. He does. Good header away. Shot comes in. It's blocked. But it falls to Nainggolan. The back heel. Good take from Ederson. Jesus Christ. Lacazette. Can you find Gabby? Lovely chip over. Oh, Gabby gets there! Oh, he had to stretch for that one. But that could be the decisive goal in this game. 2 goals for Gabby. He's come through when it mattered. We spoke at the beginning how important it was that Gabby put some of the bad performances he's had in recent games behind him. He needed to find his shooting boots. And Lacazette's picked him out with a beautiful ball. I thought it was out of reach. Almost didn't dare think we would get there. I'd stopped commentating even. But then it just fell on his boot. Straining every sinew in his body to get to that one. Oh, just on the tips of his toes. Beating the keeper. That third goal, hopefully can seal it. Can we keep this one together? 53 minutes gone. Still plenty of time for Roma to get back into this. But Gabby on a hat-trick now. He's full of confidence. On good form today. Can we finish it off? El Shaarawy now. Cuts back in. Away from Sterling. Good ball to the back post. Looking for Perez. His head just over. Ederson said, how was he allowed to get to that? Thankfully, couldn't direct it on target. Gabby into Lacazette. They're linking up pretty well today. Can he find him again? He can. Gabby through on goal. Can he make it 3? No, he's gone the wrong side of the keeper. Bad decision. Bad decision. Should have been a hat-trick there. Emerson, nice touch back inside. El Shaarawy, lovely little back heel into Schick, but he shanks it. And now we've got a chance to break here. If this clearance is good enough, and it is, it's a great one to find Gabby. Oh, we can still go though. We can still go. Lacazette to his left, to his right-hand side. Someone coming in on his left, dances away from Fazio. Oh, Pellegrini does well, but he's won it back. Looking for Lacazette. Oh, the left foot finish into the gloves. Oh, I couldn't hold on to it, the keeper, but he got it away. So seconds left here at the Etihad. The crowd wait in anticipation. It's Manchester City a soon-to-be-confirmed going through to the next round. In shock circumstances, even a goal now would do nothing for Roma. And there it is. No, and there it is. The final whistle. Cometh the man, cometh the hour. They needed a hero. They needed someone to pull back the 1-goal deficit from the first leg. And Gabby stood up to be counted. He's not had an incredible second half to the season. His goals have dried up a bit. Sometimes in important games, but today he showed everything he's got in his locker. Great finishing, great determination, tracking back, making tackles. He was all over the pitch. He ran himself absolutely into the ground. But this is a memorable, memorable performance. And if we go any further in the Champions League, or God forbid we even win it, then people are going to look back at this performance and say, this was key. He was key. He is the man. So there we have it. First knockout round is over. And let's take a look and see who went through. PSG, Real Madrid, Benfica beating Bayern Munich 4-1 in the second leg. Tottenham brushing aside Juventus. That's an impressive performance there. City obviously winning over Roma. Barcelona going through over United after extra time. And Dortmund 5-3 against Monaco. What a matchup that was. A really exciting first knockout round. It's going to be very interesting to see who we get in the next. Incredible performance for Gabby. Let's take a look at his abilities at the moment. Explosive power now up to 91. It's just not fair. It's not fair on defenders, as we proved in that last game. So, quarterfinals. Oh. It's great that we're playing at this level. We needed it. That's why we stayed here. PSG. Massive, massive one. Up against Neymar, his buddy, and a lot of other Brazilians that I'm sure he knows very well. A lot of people have said PSG should be the side we move to next. This is a big one. This is why we play football. This is why we play Become a Legend, at least. To get our players to this level. Think of the days from the bench of Benfica to where we are now. We've come a long way. Well, speaking of which, Benfica's still in it and we could play them. They've got Besiktas in the quarterfinals. What a semi-final that would be. Gabby back against his old club. And speaking of old clubs, next up we have Everton. So let's take a look at the sides for the game they call the Gabby Derby now. He was obviously at Everton before he came to Manchester City. He was pretty good there, I thought. He was decent. But he's done a lot to antagonise the Everton fans. I don't know if there was maybe a bit of bad blood after he left. But he's certainly not been shy of celebrating when scoring against them, which is generally frowned upon, but he doesn't seem to care. Gabby in today, 85 overall rated. Boom. Sideways arrow today, not quite so good, but he's alongside Lacazette. Is the Gabazette partnership starting to form now? They look pretty good together in the last game. Torre in, Gundogan, Chamberlain out there. Oh, God. Rudiger in, that's good. Got Funes Mori and Michael Keane. Michael Keane's up to 80 overall. He's doing pretty well. It's a pretty decent defence, isn't it, really? But Stecklenburg, I reckon we can give him some problems. Let's get into it. So Gabby knows this ground well. Obviously, the Goodison Park fans also know him very well. He was excellent at Everton. He didn't have any problems putting away the goals. But he just never saw a long-term future there. And his decision, well, obviously it was the right one, going to Manchester City, not a tough one. But now, moving into the later stages of the Champions League, still roughly being in the league fight, and in the FA Cup as well, it's been proven definitely the right decision. Morales now, back inside of Leroy Sané. Good strength on the ball from the Belgian. Cuts away, looking for Balassi at the far post. We know he's good in the air. Otamendi gets the header away, but Schneidlin could put a lovely ball in. Ramirez is there. Could fall to Balassi. Does fall to... For God's sake! How can we do so well in the Champions League and then come here into the Gabby Derby and give a cheap goal away with some of that calamitous defending? We haven't really seen as much of it in the latter parts of this season. It's more been scoring the goals we've had trouble with than letting them in. But Delph there, you've got to deal with that. Balassi just the quicker to respond. Lacazette into Gabby, steps inside, hits it well wide, well wide. Gundogan into Lacazette. Can slip in Gabby now, he gets there ahead of Michael Keane, surely! Oh, Stecklenburg makes himself big. Does really well, should have been 1-1 there. Great build-up from Manchester City, Gabby just pulled the trigger a little too late. Edge of the box, Gabby's got it. Flicks it up, hits it with the left. Oh, again, looking for the inward curl. The very rare inward curl. He just knocked it up. Teed it up for himself. Just didn't quite get it right. Again, we need to work the keeper. 3 good efforts so far for Gabby. Should have put one of them away at least. Morales now cuts back inside. Coleman with a bit of space to put a ball in. It's for Klassen. Header is away, but only as far as Ramirez. Ball into Balassi, back to Morgan Schneidlin, shot comes in, still not cleared. We're looking a bit shaky here. Looking very shaky. We've created next to nothing since Gabby's 3 big chances. And Everton still pushing. First half nearly done here. Can Gabby get on the end of something here? Looks for the 1-2 with Lacazette. Plays over. Oh, that is cruel. That is really cruel to end it there. It's a 12th minute goal from Yannick Balassi that separates the sides. We're yet to get a shot on target. Gabby's had 3 big ones. I'm sure that one which came off Stecklenburg was on target. Maybe not. I don't know. But, oh God, please, we've scored in our last 2. Let's make it 3 in a row, Gabby, and at least get a point here today. Don't want to be embarrassed in the Gabby derby. Morales, ball in, looking for Balassi. Otamendi. Did he even get a touch to that? Well, it came through to Balassi. He headed wide again. Everton showing all the warning signs of putting this one to bed with a second goal. We're still yet to get a shot on target. It's like night and day, this game and the Roma game. I can't believe it. Only 1 ahead of him. We'll find Lacazette, who's done nothing today at all. Gabby just about finds a way out from there from Schneidlin. Now Lacazette. Sterling, good ball into Gabby. Funes Mori's across, gets ahead to it. I think that's probably going to be our race run. This has been disappointing. Very disappointing. Are we still on the pitch? No, we're off. We are off. Ball in though here, and it's all the way over the top. How could we be so bad after being so good against Roma? Gabby had his chances, didn't take him this time. It's been hot and cold. Hot and cold in the second half of the season. But anyway, it's the cups that we care about. I can give less of a shit about the league now, really. Knowing that we're through to the quarterfinals. It'd be nice to get a point at least here today, but this really seals the season for us in terms of the league. It's just not good enough. And there we have it. Oh, that's a real come down after the Roma game, but who cares about the Premier League? What even is the Premier League? It sucks. That's all I know, it sucks. Oh, no shots on target. Truly, truly awful. Let's try and forget about this one. And knowing our luck, probably United dropped points. No, they didn't. Continuing to grind out 1-0 wins. And that's now a 12-point gap. 12 points. Yep, that's us done. That's the league over with. All we can do now is maybe knock some points off United. It's got to be the cups for us now. That's all we're left in. So there we have it. Well, it's the cups for us now. That's all that matters. And the next episode, we've got a big one. Semi-final against Liverpool. We need to pull out a much better performance than we did against their crosstown rivals, Everton. But as I said, Premier League, Schmemia League. And then it's PSG in the quarterfinals. So it's going to be a full complement of games in the next episode. Then I think we'll probably miss the Crystal Palace game. And then it's PSG United. 4 huge games in the next 2 episodes. And then, yeah, we'll skip Aston Villa. Hopefully semi-final first leg. Probably skip Spurs. And we'll probably skip all of the rest of the season, actually, in terms of the league. And then we've got plenty of cup games to keep us going. Potentially 5 or 6. So we'll play United in the league because we should. But other than that, it's done. So just the cups for us now. Join me in the next episode for that. I'll see you in a bit.